Chad is located in the central region of Africa. It gained its independence from France on August 11, 1960. The capital of Chad is N'Djamena.
The government is a presidential republic where the president is not only head of state, but the head of government as well. Chad is one of the most corrupt nations in the world. It suffers from a very large amount of intercommunal violence, and the government does very little to fix it. The Human Rights Report by the U.S. Department of State said that the judicial system is heavily influenced by the government, causing government officials to enjoy a life of impunity. Chad is also one of the poorest countries in the world and most vulnerable to climate change. It also suffers from persistent terrorist attacks and militant groups which plague the country. The currency is the franc, which derived from France in 1795. When France had control of Chad, they brought their currency with them, so when Chad became an independent country, the franc remained their national currency. The country was given the nickname the Babel Tower of the World due to its high diversity of languages that can be found all throughout.
The national animals of Chad include the goat and the lion. It also has a high abundance of gold, uranium, and petroleum. As well as being home to the second largest wetland in Africa, Lake Chad. One of Chad's great features is that it's home to some of the best camel racing in the world.
The population in Chad has increased 10 times over the last 100 years. In 1910, it was 1,682,660, and in 2020, it had reached 16,430,000. For the most part, the population increases at a gradual exponential rate. There is, however, one dip in the graph from 1910 to 1920, which you can see indicated by the red circles. This dip can likely be attributed to Chad's domestic conflicts, foreign military occupation in certain parts, and serious famines leading to a decrease in birth rate. I calculated the b-value in the model for the predictions by taking all the b-values from each decade and averaging them out, giving a rough overall estimate of the population decade to decade.